Hello out there, my name is David Showande. You are welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, please subscribe, also turn on the notification bell so that you miss a video from me. My last video was on Osinachi Nwachukwu, and I gave you biblical proof, biblical evidences that allowed her to leave that abusive relationship if she had chosen to. So today I want to talk about the untold reasons why Osinachi chose to stay in that abusive relationship, which eventually led to her death. Number one point I will be giving is that our ministry, it was our ministry that was giving her joy, not even our children. It was when she ministered, that was when you will see her in her full expression. That was when you will see her in her reality. It was even our children that gave her happiness. It was when she ministered, that was when she was being seen in her full potential. That was when she expressed herself to the fullest. Not even her children, not even her home. Second point I will be giving is that society, what society will say. Society will tell us, so you endure first year, you endure second year, you endure over a decade. You are now coming out now to tell us that your husband normally beats you on a daily basis. Your husband happens to be an abusive person. So that was why she stayed back. Social media would have even been agog that gospel singer that normally sing and people gave their life to Christ was not even born again in the first place. Why did she leave her husband now? Her husband that happens to be a gentle person that wasn't even known. Society will even say a lot. Social media will even be agog that after first child, second child, third child, 4 children, you are not telling us that your husband was an abusive person that you are leaving now. So she stayed back because of what society would say. Third point I will be giving is that church, what church will say and what church would have done. So Osinachi Nwachukwu chose to stay back in an abusive relationship, in an abusive marriage, because of what church would do and what church will say. Number one thing that church will do is that they would withdraw their podium from her. She sang in church, she ministered in church. Church gave her platform to minister. Number one thing that church will do, church will stop her from ministry. And I told you that our ministry happens to be an escape from her. I want to believe somebody like that will think a lot. Somebody like that will keep to herself most of the time. Our song ministration happens to be escape from being abused, from turbulent home. So if church should withdraw their podium from her, it should be turned to another thing. Depression could set in for her. That was why she chose to stay back in an abusive relationship, which eventually led to her death. The invitations that she was getting from churches will no longer come in. Her administration happens to be her work. Her talents happens to be what was fetching her money, what was bringing her money from her. So now imagine church withdrawing all this from her. So another point I will be giving is that people will see her as a sinner. People will even say that she was not even born again in the first place. People will even say she was not even born again in the first place. So church, society will tell us that Osinachi was not even born again in the first place. How did you endure first year in marriage, second year in marriage, 5 year in marriage, running to a decade, that now you are now telling us your husband is an abusive person? So society will not even want to hear that. That was why she chose to stay back in an abusive relationship, which eventually resulted to her death. Social media would have even been agog that gospel singer Osinachi Nwachukwu has left her family. It will be a terrible news for her. That was why she chose to remain in that abusive home, which resulted to her death. My name is David Showande. Please like, please comment, subscribe, also turn on the notification bell so that you miss a video from me. Thank you.